this, first of all, not overlap sentiments, though I'm sure I will, but also to kind of narratively cohesion along, not so disjointed, in a way that will feel more, hopefully, natural, and less, hopefully, dumb or something. I'm going to try really, really hard this time to keep talking softly, even though halfway through the last video, the last ASMR video, I kept louder. I louded it, not lauded like a praise, but so that's my goal, and that is the preface of this video. Today I am drinking I did now. Oh, it's wet. As I was pre-gaming and basically drinking sip for sip what I drank the last video, even though that was wine and this is whiskey and maybe it's not the same percentage alcohol. It melted out of the freezer and now it's wet. So I'm going to try it off first. I hope you can hear me. I don't know. I put my microphone kind of forward so you can see a better view of my face. So, because obviously that's desirable. But maybe it's not good, and like most things aren't. So hopefully this is drier now. Sorry, we're on vehicle. It is black velvet, toasted caramel flavored induced whiskey. It's really pretty bad. I don't really like sweet things anyway, especially whiskey. But I'm pretty sure it's Target brand. I don't know. Black Velvet is sold places in general, but I bought it at Target for only $10, even though it's 35% and, $7.50. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the weather. No, whatever. Milliliters. 70 proof. So I think the point is I'm drinking this, and this is what I'm drinking, and it's bad, and I have this much left to drink, so the goal I think is to drink the rest during this enlightening rant, which I just found my first topic via my internet. I'm typing, can you hear this? Maybe I can use this to my advantage because I have Google Voice and I usually text people through the browser on my internet computer. So, cheers. Let's see how much I can get done. Delicious. So I'm texting my ex-girlfriend. I started dating her. I'm looking at the computer clock as if that would help. Oh yes, it's Sunday. Well, let me just do the mental math here. Sometime in 2011, which I think is almost years ago. I guess it's like 2.5. We dated for a year-ish. You know how the relationships go. There's no real start or end date in a real relationship. No offense, children and adults or anyone who does have those. I guess in my sad experience they don't. But it got to the point where we saw other people, and then we saw each other, and we saw other people, and then we saw each other, and then we saw other This doesn't seem very drunk. So it keeps dripping. I don't know where that comes from. Anyway. It's not very good, I promise. Oh, don't buy it if you have a Target. I'm gonna try to get drunker quicker so that I can show you be silly or not. I don't know what's good. I'm just gonna keep talking. So this particular ex, the case is that now we are on speaking terms after a weird fight. You know how it goes. And or do you? What's your situation? Are you happily in a thing? Have you been in a thing that ended and has never been replicated or improved upon? I'm kind of currently seeing someone in a fairly vague way of like 7 times have seen her. I'm pretty cisgendered. You know, but it's never on the same level as previous relationships, and maybe through trust and time things will get there. But part of the reason I'm even here right now deciding to get drunk, which I should do faster, and I'm so sorry. It's because we had plans tonight that kind of went south. Her fault mostly, and then my fault afterwards. I'm a pretty faultable person. I have a lot of I'm inclined to make mistakes. I'm moving my eyes a lot, I've noticed, because I'm noticing that I keep looking back at the green dot of the camera. I don't know if that will impact the experience of the ASMR, which you probably don't have, and I'm sorry for everything already. Apologize. But I don't know if the direct eye contact is necessary. It might be important, and I keep looking away, thinking, or like reflecting, or imagining, you know, a world where things are different and better, or worse. And I did it just now, and I'm gonna forever do it. But is that bad for you? I would love to know, but I'll never know. This is a one-way street, and I'm very aware of that. Not that this is a plea for streets. There's a place and a time for one-way streets, and I think people on the internet, especially Twitter or anything, I don't know, Twitter's all I'm aware of. You put a word out there and a phrase, and it's for other people to retweet or favorite, you know. Hopefully you can say a thing that's funny, you know, but if no one retweets it, which is, I hate saying words like these, or favorites it, then it's like it's worse. It's worse for you, and your validation isn't there, right? And you can tell infinite jokes to a Twitter audience, but the ones that you'll feel are the most impactful are the ones that are, you know, social medialized, interacted with in some way. If you think your best joke has too many bees, to which I would say there are not enough bees, so you'd be wrong. But then, you know, comments have, you can't regard a thing as a thing. Does that make sense as a vague concept? I'm going to divert your attention to a text message I received from my ex-girlfriend who, as I was saying earlier, I am texting through the keyboards. I'm going to try to get her to say a word to you, and I can't get your feedback, so I'm going to have to guess. I'm typing to her. Hopefully you can hear the typing. So I asked her how she would describe our relationship in one sentence. I don't think that she knows because I never told her that I'm going to put it in this video if she responds. But she might, and I will tell you what she says. She might not respond. I'm going to type some more things for your sake. I hope this works. Stream of consciousness is that that's funny to me. What's funny about stream of consciousness is I had some preconceived notions about what this video was going to be about before I started doing it, and literally none of them had happened. I guess the girl I'm kind of new seeing had a topic about that, but that wasn't even real. But the ex popped out of nowhere, as they usually do, am I right? Everyone who's ever dated anyone. What's dating like to people? Dating for me is the pinnacle of experience. It's the most intimate way to be with a person. And I've tried non-monogamy, which is fine. Everything's fine. Everything I'm saying can either take or be left. I got a response from my ex about her sentence. I gotta click over to look at it. Wow. It's a really good answer. So the question I asked, as you will recall from 2 minutes ago, is how would you describe a relationship in one sentence? And what she wrote was a rare, effortless, beautiful exchange of energy. So you can see why I dated her, because of this remarkable, I almost want to say compliment, but really just a description. But then what happens? You date a person, you become really intimate, you become really refocused and recentered on their world, in cahoots with your world, and then eventually your worlds, tectonic shift and all the plates are and then you don't live in the same place anymore, and all of a sudden all the things that were the best things are now almost the worst things, and worse things are appearing. Volcanoes are erupting out of beautiful mountains, and water is boiling, and you're getting splashed in the face with it, and there's nowhere to go but just away. My heater kicked on. Can you hear that? Should I leave it on? Is it better on, or should I leave it off? grinding yourself through action is, I can't stop the video. I can't stop the video. That's a metaphor, by the way. And I either leave it on right now, and these are the best 1-2 minutes of the whole video with this background noise, or I turn it off and then the video is ruined or improved depending. But maybe it's subjective anyway. Maybe some people like the background noise, maybe I hate it and everyone else likes it. Who knows? If it's my video, do I have more to say on that? Can you even hear me right now? My microphone's over there. I think you can probably tell when I'm monophonically. Am I drunk enough for this video? That's a good question. I think no. Yes. I don't know. Who could say? There's no way to know. You can't objectify my drunkenness. You can't, well, I guess you could breathalyze me, but you still couldn't tell how much that affects me. I'm raising my voice. I'm trying not to because I know that happened last time, and I'm trying. I'm 5 minutes beyond loud levels of last time. That's an accomplishment, at least. No reaction. Can you spot the differences? The funny thing is that my guitar is right there now. In the last video, which I just watched, I told you it was like right there. But I usually keep it right off screen. So on both videos, I specifically moved my guitar fairly previous to the video being made, ostensibly to play it in my bed. So does that predicate that I guitar myself in a certain mindset that leads me to make SMA and some smart videos? Or does that mean that it was a coincidence that has no bearing on causality, and cause and effect are very distinct things that should never be confused? Let's wait for video number 3. I feel like the theme of the last video was like drunkenly seeing things and being like, I must reveal my flaws to you. So I want to reveal what that. Okay. I found an object that's probably been there for eons, but I never remembered having. So that's my next goal. And it is not this object I'm about to wear. I should have worn these the entire first video. You can still see eye contact, but you can't see everything. Plus, obviously, cool points. This thing is on my desk. It is called Gold Bond Ultimate Hand Sanitizer Moisturizer. That's a long name for one thing. It kills 99.99% of germs, which is almost every germ, by the way. If you are bad at germs, let me tell you how many germs it is. so I shouldn't be drinking it during my ASMR video. It's also non-drying, which I don't know the relevance of, and it has a fresh, clean scent. I'm gonna go backwards to the non-drying. I assume you want it to dry eventually, right? I mean, you don't just want wet hands all day long. I'm not sure I understand how Cold Bond Ultimate new hand sanitizer moisturizer. Also, there are 7 hydrating moisturizers plus 5 essential vitamins. I'm not even lying, all these facts are right here. And, this isn't very interesting, but I don't know how to use this. I mean, it says for hands, but it feels fairly full according to my masturbation technique. But what? I guess, like, you wash your hands, and then maybe you go play rugby and you bring it with you or something. Or maybe, like, you live in, like, Arkansas, where there's no water, or in the outback or something like that. That was a bad one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to, like, thematically keep narrative trends going, even though we're about the same length as my previous video, and I don't feel like I'm done yet. But I also always, like, prefer longer ASMR videos. And this one isn't even really an ASMR video, but, you know, I have more whiskey to go before I sleep. That's Robert F. Rost. This is like it's not a real fake reaction, it's a real reaction. It's literally that bad of a drink, and I would never, ever recommend. It's like eating or drinking what's the opposite of a good thing? I don't know. It's bad, it's rough, it goes down rough. I know it's been out for half an hour, but still. Or maybe almost an hour by now. Because of the pre-game and there's the fish and the carry of the map. Okay. So I guess we could wrap up. I don't know. Is anyone still out there? This is like a really weird question because it's not answerable in a real way. How long can I talk until there's no audience, you know? So the topics I thought I'd cover that maybe I'll cover next time or never. Christmas as a thing. Okay. Oh, I bit my lips from the inside. Wow. I should text that girl that I'm seeing kind of that I'm not really into during my video. That would be a weird thing to do, right? So I'm gonna send that's a sister gift for my sister that I'm gonna send her because she likes hedgehogs, and I can support my friend and my sister both at the same time. So that's my goal anyway. I know USPS and like the United Postal Service of Britain is probably really busy right now. I don't have to get it all the way overseas. I probably won't get there until like February, but that's probably not going to be there in the future. So if I make another video, which I probably will never do, that painting, I can never show you again. That painting is effectively vanished from my possibilities, and you have witnessed kind of a rare miracle of viewership. So, in that regard, how is my room the same? How is it different? Why does it matter? And let's link everything together. Relationships, how do they differ? Why is new girl, who kind of both not hung out tonight, different from ex, who texted me and said that our relationship was a beautiful, hold on, let me read it, a rare and effortless, beautiful exchange of energy. You can't compare the past and the future. You can't compare the present and the present. Like, there's nothing you can really compare to anything, unfortunately, because otherwise it'd be too easy to do. You could say this movie is superior to this movie, you know, but how do you compare The Shining to Rashomon? You can't do it. I'm sorry. How do you compare Wild Strawberries to Citizen Kane? These are my hands indicating that you can't do that thing that I'm trying to say. You can't compare things, but things keep happening anyway, and you want to compare them. You want to say this relationship was more fulfilling or more passionate or more relevant or more intuitive, but you can't compare a thing to a thing, especially a thing that's done. I'm gonna finish. Like my whiskey, which is now done. You can't compare it to the ongoing or the future to come up and or the. Oh wow, that's awful. I'm so glad it's over. Maybe that's the end of the video. Maybe I'm so glad it's over. Maybe that's the whole point. Oh, I think I'm never gonna recover from that. Okay, well, comics, goals, what was the other one? Duty or something? Death. I have a number of topics to cover. This is